Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Capricorn reading. This is a combination of the horoscope wheel and tarot cards. I've laid out a combination of the tarot of the divine and the African tarot along the axis of the horoscope wheel. I'll clarify with the good tarot. And I'll finish up with a few oracle cards that I'll use throughout. So thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. I am doing personal readings, and the information about that is in the description box below. I appreciate all the support of your presence and all the ways that you support me. So let's get started, Aries, with your overall energy for this new moon in January, which occurs on the 11th of the month in the very early hours. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is very much in alignment. The energy of this card is in alignment with the energy of the winter solstice, of retreat, stepping back, taking silence, space, stillness, cultivating a perspective that allows you to look from a higher vantage point and see the bigger picture. And this is what you're trying to grasp at this time. The overall view that allows you to plan accordingly. This is where you elevate your understanding and sensitivity to the information and perspective of others so that you can plan from a place of reframing in a positive light, recognizing the multitude of opportunities that occur in every situation, and moving towards that sense of being fulfilled, present, happy, capable, empowered in the moment of now. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about the way others see you, and in this case, it really aligns with the Hangman energy, and this is an openness to new ideas, a willingness to look at things fresh, to accept new ideas, to explore and be curious about your experiences and new ways of doing things. You're open to new ideas. You're willing to learn. And this is a powerful time for you to anticipate growth, expansion of ideas, receiving higher versions of the truth, or being able to integrate the experience of truth from a diversity of points of view. So this is you releasing yourself from all that you know in order to be open to new ideas and to learn. In the first house, we have the Two of Cups. This is a beautiful connection to your higher self. And throughout this impulse to be still, to cultivate a new, fresh understanding or perspective, you are befriending yourself in new ways. You're making a deeper connection to your higher self. And by that I mean your potential. You're becoming braver in allowing yourself to not only dream, but to pursue those dreams that represent or express a potential that you may have abandoned in the past. The abandonment comes about through the effort to get along and please other people in such a way that may have caused a somewhat of an erasure of your own impulse, your own desires, the lack of prioritizing yourself, putting yourself first. Here you are contemplating and renewing that relationship with yourself so that you are recognizing and honoring, respecting those talents, those dreams, those aspirations that you have in order to form a deeper connection to yourself, a deeper commitment, and this is reflected in all of your relationships. In the fourth house, the house of your roots, your family, The Ten of Wands is really reinforcing not only the huge change and transition that you're making, the closing out of an old cycle that makes way for this new, deeper connection with self, with your dreams, but it's also the release of a lot of obligations or responsibilities that have burdened you, that have obscured your own path, your own destination, that have obligated you to others who may not have committed mutually or reciprocally to fulfilling the goals of what is likely to have been a community, a family, an organization where you have been burdened with a responsibility for supplying the needs or desires of others. This card indicates the release of that. And you have completed your obligation at some karmic level. This is you having learned the lesson, fulfilled the responsibility, learn the lesson so that you can drop this burden. You can release this finally. In the 7th house is the house of your significant relationships. And the Ace of Wands gives us that sense of renewal, that birth, that spiritual inspired renewal and birth, that new opportunity, that new recognition, that pursuit of something that is close to your heart, that does reflect the commitment that you've made to yourself. That relationship to yourself is renewed through your willingness to grow and expand. This can be through an expression, through a vehicle, perhaps a new business, a new project, a new organization, a new job or location that is a reflection of this new energy, this new impulse to grow and expand. And first I'm going to pull an oracle card from Soul's Journey and ask Aries, if you're resonating with this reading, to please like this video, share this with someone who may find it useful, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate it, and it allows me to continue to do something I enjoy doing. And I pull balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. This is beautiful and really is reinforcing some of this energy that we've been talking about, this curiosity, this willingness to expand into new ideas, to open up to new truths, new inspirations. And I'm also going to pull an flora and fauna of Africa, and I have pulled the mosquito, and the plant that goes along with the mosquito is the lily, a kind of gimba lily. And the key words are self-awareness. Your frustration is only temporary. Don't let others drain your energy. The things that irritate you may be a reflection of yourself. Wow. Okay. So again, these are both highlighting various aspects of what has already been laid out on the table. So I appreciate that. And let's start clarifying the first house, the Two of Cups with the Seven of Earth in the second house and the Magician in the third house. There's definitely a sense of you reevaluating your possessions, your values, your money, the things that you possess, that you own, that reflect your values. There's a sense here that you, in reviewing the efforts of the past, are now in a position to recognize a more respectful, savvy, efficient way of investing in the things that matter to you. You're looking for an opportunity to grow with greater rewards, to build something on your path that is permanent. And this is absolutely reflected in the Magician card in your third house. The Magician is where you are combining this impulse to take a broader view of your experience, to open up to new ideas, to release things from the past in order to start something new, something that expresses your will, something that reflects your empowerment. And this is very much impacting your net worth, your network. This is you making connections with others, communicating more efficiently and in a way that allows you to listen to others as you are taking the resources available to you. And that includes your conversations, communications, and information that you receive through other people into a purposeful effort. This is something that is helping you to reconfigure your relationships in a way that allows you to step away from the role of the caretaker or the leader. And it doesn't mean that you're not leading your own efforts. It does mean that you're not taking responsibility for the expression of others as much as you are claiming the power to express yourself and your ideas, which for you can mean more listening, more asking questions. In the 10th house, the 4th house, the 10 of Wands is clarified by the Messenger or the Knight of Fire in the 5th and the 5 of Earth in the 6th house. There continues to be a story of lack, of not enoughness, that you have been, you haven't run away from a narrative perhaps that comes from your family of origin. It can be a product of your coming of age, but you have not run away from this realization that you have often worked against a sense of not enoughness, inadequacy, feeling that certain things, good things, are for other people and that you are not deserving or worthy of the good things that you might like to have or the opportunities you might like to pursue. Some of this is being challenged not only by your awareness that you're working against this limited framework that is in essence limiting your behavior, your opportunities, the things that you pursue. But this is also now being pushed against by you, by this phenomenal desire to grow, to expand. You're impulsive, you're excited about something, and you may be giving greater rein to your impulsivity as you begin to put together this project, divine this new creation, this new structure that you are allowing to express yourself more fully without the same consideration for your obligations or responsibilities to others. So it's as if you're releasing responsibilities to your past, which is empowering and inflaming your desire to move forward in fresh new ways. And is definitely rallying against the sense that there isn't quite enough to do all the things you would like to do. You're rejecting that notion and absolutely changing it through your commitment to yourself. The Ace of Wands in the 7th house is clarified by the Tower card in the 8th house and love in the 9th house. Love is the Lovers in the traditional deck. It's interesting to me because the Tower, in many ways, at this particular time in terms of our social global order, is about the chaos, the destruction of old familiar structures that are dysfunctional. And that can translate into our lives and in whatever ways we come to understand that things that we rely on don't work for us. And instead, we have to step in and be creative. So you are well prepared for the unpredictable events, the unexpected surprises, the dysfunctions and destruction even of social traditions, customs, norms that no longer are able to provide the security, stability, or certainty that we're used to. It may be through a partner's activity or inactivity that you come to recognize ways you can step in against the social order or in some innovative way to craft a solution that is better suited to you. At another level, you're also in a place of making a decision. And this decision, I feel, reflects upon this initial impulse to make this deeper commitment to yourself. So the Lovers in the Good Tarot is called love, and it is about a commitment. It is about the choice we make, I believe, between our various selves, our higher and lower self, our capacity, our past selves, our future selves, where we have learned lessons of instant gratification and flashy connections, and instead are making deeper commitments to who we are and to nurture, cultivate the possibilities that honor our potential, pursuing the dreams that we now understand we are worthy of, to endeavor to build something that lasts. And that can be, as fleeting as relationships are, that can be a function of our relationships, the structure of which reflects our own relationship with ourselves. In the 10th house, the Page of Swords is clarified by the 7 of Fire in the 11th house and the 5 of Water in the 12th house. The you that is emerging from this transition period, that is cultivating this sacred space in which you are able to gain a higher perspective, to sacrifice the momentary pleasures and impulses for a higher understanding of the abundance that is before you, the opportunities that you have in this moment, is being shored up by your willingness to stand up for yourself, to speak for yourself, to push through obstacles, to push through former attachments and obligations that no longer serve you, and to push back on those that expect you to be there for them in this all-sided way that you are stepping away from. You're understanding not all that you can do because you've been doing it for a long time. You're understanding how this commitment to caretaking others has damaged you, has encouraged you to put yourself to the side. And through that effort to liberate yourself in those areas of your own expertise, you're also courageously looking at the kind of emotional loss and damage that you have withstood through this effort. Some of this loss has been literal in terms of the passing of others from your life, significant relationships. That loss, a sense of regret, a sense of sadness that you have carried with you around that loss. You are honoring yourself by facing that, looking at that, and realizing that you have learned the lessons of those experiences so that you can be in your power with a greater sense of not only commitment, but inspiration and joy. Feeling good, understanding that you are here to inspire others. I'm going to finish off this reading, Aries, with a language of the flowers. And I will pull the Everlasting Daisy. And the key word is fortitude. Be brave and dig deep. Thank you, Aries, so much. Until next time. Namaste.